I want to talk to you about Kanary versus Mozilla Monitor Plus versus ZeroFox. Of course, we are speaking about the personal data removal services, okay? And so I want to do a quick compare and contrast of those three players to actually give you a clear idea about which one you should go for this year. So when you think, I want to first, here's a review I want you to think about. I'm going to start with Kanary. And when you think about Kanary, I want you to think about a tool that's really great when it comes to helping you or your organization keep your data safe and also out of the wrong hands, your data safe, but also your employees' data safe, okay? And so what you will love about Kanary is that you have a very transparent service and transparency in terms of the timeline, transparency in terms of price, but transparency about the process it takes to actually remove the data and from which platforms it is removing the data. So basically, what you're gonna love about Kanary is that you have a platform that actually offers a good range of features, especially on the enterprise plan. So when you think about Kanary, think about a service that's well respected in the industry. So it has been around for a while now. It has been around for more than 20 years. It covers a wide range of data brokers. So this is kind of cool in terms of coverage. You're gonna love that. And you see results in within 24 to 48 hours of joining, and the removal process is very clear. So again, going back to what I said about the transparency. Now, on the flip side, actually, Kanary is not really the cheapest option out there, and other services cover more data brokers. Okay, but the cool thing is when you think about Kanary, think about a very reliable data removal service. Okay, and you are actually getting a lot of possibilities. I mean, Kanary is charging about $16 per month to $25 per month, and this is kind of cool. But if you go to the enterprise plan, you'll be paying somewhere from $30 all the way to $50 per year. Okay, I mean per month. So that really translates to somewhere from $200 to $300 per year. So, but on the enterprise plan, you have all kinds of services. You have data removal services. You have also the ability to do data protection. You can do identity theft and so on and so forth. So that's kind of cool. And you also have a 14-day free trial to really test out the product and see if you like it or not. I want to talk to you a little bit about Kanary, the basic features to actually expect. So Kanary has a really helpful explanation of how its service works on its website. So you have basically a lot of features in terms of scalability. So Kanary offers a tier for businesses, but also a tier for individuals. Okay, and so upon becoming a Kanary member, the service begins scanning the web to identify where your data is located and who has been storing it. And that process can take anywhere from 2 to 3 to 14 days and includes removing users from Google search and also ask for your preference on data when it comes to Facebook and other websites. And so between days 4 and 14, Kanary is still scanning the web and removing any data automatically that falls within its scope. And on day 15 or maybe sooner, Kanary will generate actually a dashboard to show removals, pending removals, and its overall progress. So you have a clear idea. And by day 30, Kanary actually says that there should be around a 60% removal success, and the software will continue to rescan and check for your data out there. So every 30 days, you have this process that goes on like over and over and over to make sure that your data is really, really safe. Okay, and between days 31 and 45, Kanary estimates that there will be an 80% removal success rate as the service focuses on the toughest removals, and its support team investigates websites that are now responding to removal requests. And by day 90, you are likely be able to see 95 to 100% removal success rate because Kanary's software actually and its staff work their magic. Okay, and beyond the 90 days, Kanary will continue to scan every month and resurface old exposures to fix them promptly. And as a user, you can track pretty much everything on the main dashboard. So that's kind of cool because everything is simple. Everything is pretty transparent. Okay. You also have Kanary enterprise features. So you have a pretty similar set of features to the personal plans, but with some additions geared towards enterprise. And the high service comes with a 256-bit encryption and also a multi-color authentication, the ability to set up accounts within 5 minutes, and also dedicated support to make sure that your needs are met quickly and easily. So that's kind of cool. And Kanary actually works by searching and removing content related to employees at business, but like it does with personal data. And you can find out more about its enterprise on the website. But overall, if you think about Kanary, think about transparency, think about affordability, but most importantly, think about efficiency. I want to talk to you now about Mozilla Monitor Plus. So when you think about Mozilla Monitor Plus, Mozilla is a well-known and well-respected company within the browser industry, and also and broader online sphere. Okay, and its Monitor and Monitor Plus data removal tools hold the same high standards, actually offering a way to control which companies have your data for a reasonable monthly fee. So what are the pros and cons here? So the pros first, Mozilla is a trustworthy company, that's for sure. And data removal service works very well. And when you think about it, $8.99 a month actually is pretty reasonable, okay? What about the cons here? Well, basically, Mozilla is not as fully featured as some rivals, especially when it comes to Kanary. You have 190 data brokers. This is good, but not great. You have hundreds of data brokers out there. And Mozilla Monitor Plus is actually available in the US right now, okay? So Mozilla Monitor Plus and its Mozilla Monitor sibling are two of the best data removal services currently available this year to keep your data safe across the web. And so in the age of data brokers and social media, making sure that the wrong people can access sensitive personal data is really important, and a whole industry has sprung up to tackle this very problem. So this is really cool because Mozilla actually makes the ever popular Firefox browser one of the best web browsers out there right now. And so the good thing is you can really trust them. Okay, so overall, as you can see on the screen here, you have Mozilla is pretty straightforward, pretty transparent too, telling you what kind of how many platforms it has actually browsed and how many like how much data it has been able to extirpate from to extract, if you will, from those services. In terms of pricing and plans, I want you to look right now on the screen for the Monitor and the Monitor Plus. So the Monitor actually gives you a free breach alerts, and the Monitor Plus actually is charging you $9 a month. So and this is kind of cool. I mean, this is really this is cheaper than how much Kanary is actually charging you. So that's kind of cool. And you can also see on the screen here that basically Mozilla is showing you actually that your passwords are protected, and if somebody has actually breached your password. So what about the features here? When you think about Mozilla Monitor Plus, what kind of features can you really expect? Well, one of the best places to start with Mozilla Monitor Plus is actually by making sure that you go through the process, right? So you have 190 data brokers. You are able to see exactly like how often your email address, phone number, physical address, the names of family members, and like how much each broker is actually how often they're sharing your data. And sometimes Mozilla can actually go as granular as possible when it comes to sharing which brokers are more active under your name. And you also have when you think about Mozilla, think about working with the biggie. Of course, Mozilla doesn't really offer identity theft, even though it has a Mozilla VPN section that really handles that. So that's kind of cool. So Mozilla is really granular also, but they're not as transparent as Kanary. Okay, and in terms of customer support, what Mozilla offers are comprehensive support websites that actually covers pretty much every feature for a Monitor and Monitor Plus, from actually getting started to how monitoring works to specific accounts information. And Mozilla actually offers a forum for asking questions to other users and to company employees to actually help with those annoying specific problems. So this is kind of cool, okay? And if you think about Mozilla overall, think about flexibility, but most importantly, I want you to think about scalability, okay? Because the competition is there. I mean, competition ranges from Privacy Bee, IDX, Aura. Surfshark, Incogni, you have Canary, you have Delete Me. Okay, so Mozilla is a really, in the end, a well-respected and long-standing brand, and one with clear associations with the preservation of online privacy and standing up to its larger and more data-hungry rivals, who actually are trying to really make sure that your data is actually protected all the time. So if you are already in the Mozilla ecosystem or are looking for alternatives for rivals like Google and Apple, then Mozilla Monitor Plus is actually the ideal data removal services. And make sure to get Mozilla VPN too for extra secure browsing across the web. Next, I want to share with you ZeroFox. So when you are thinking about ZeroFox, I want you to think about a newbie. I mean, not a newbie in the sense of a personal data removal, but a newbie in terms of addressing customers, because this is a B2B sort of process platform, if you will, and they actually switched a little earlier. Like during COVID, they did a great rebranding to actually focus a lot on individuals. So basically, ZeroFox actually protects individuals and organizations from dynamic security, brand, and physical risk across social, mobile, web, and collaboration platforms. And so the platform uses targeted data collection and artificial intelligence based analysis to actually make sure that you are actually protected from phishing attacks, for instance, credential compromise, data exfiltration, brand hijacking, executive and location threats, and more. So you can see that ZeroFox is actually, I mean, of course, they do a lot of data removal for individuals, but they really focus a lot on B2B. And that's kind of cool because basically think of ZeroFox as a social media analytics software designed for individuals, agencies, and enterprises. And you have a platform that offers comprehensive solutions that really cater to the needs of Windows users. And so you can actually access features such as configurable alerts, customer engagement, dashboard, reputation management, and sentiment analysis. All of this in one convenient platform. So from a holistic point of view, you are really well served. So what are the pros and cons here when you think about ZeroFox? Well, the pros first. You have a customer support, fantastic. You have a platform that's very easy to use. You have great features. You have a wonderful security, especially for enterprise grade platforms. And you also have service quality. So that's kind of cool. What about the cons here? Well, you do have inefficient alerts. You have false alarms from time to time. So this is actually a big biggie. You have false positives, inefficiency, but also complexity. So something to really think about if you want to go the ZeroFox way. I want to share with you a few valuable features here if you want to really think about ZeroFox this year. One thing for sure, ZeroFox is really great when it comes to data removal services. Okay, so you have a great tool that really has a strong backend team when it comes to monitoring data across the web. And ZeroFox has no language limitations. It can really detect many languages. As long as your data is actually on a website, the platform will actually do the best to actually retrieve it. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And but even though ZeroFox can do that, it has to be improved when it comes to grabbing the information automatically. Because the thing is that when you think about reputation management in general, because see, the whole thing about personal data removal service actually falls within the overall umbrella of reputation management, right? And reputation management can have many facets. And this is where ZeroFox is not really doing a good job because it really focuses on the B2B aspect of things. And but overall, the cool thing is that ZeroFox is actually they are innovating every single day. So that's kind of cool. And in terms of the specs, if you think about ZeroFox, you have a like you have software that's accessible via the cloud. You are able to run this ZeroFox app on your mobile. And ZeroFox actually has a free trial, so you can actually test out the platform to see if you like it. This is kind of cool. And in terms of payments options, you have monthly and yearly. They do not do quarterly. A couple of years ago, they were doing quarterly payments, But during COVID, they rebranded, they revamped and everything. So now it's only a monthly or yearly. There is no lifetime free plan, so you have to pay for stuff. There is no API available, so this is a bummer. But hey, listen, it is what it is. So there is no customization possible. And in terms of device support, you have mobile support, web app, Windows. You have mobile platforms. You have, in terms of customer service, you have support available via email, phone, live support, and training. Also through tickets. So that's kind of cool. Also in terms of flexibility. And so when you think about ZeroFox overall, think about, like, as a user, you have the ability to actually have real-time monitoring, threat detection, brand protection, account takeover protection, impersonation detection, phishing detection, malware detection, data leakage detection, executive protection rather, VIP protection, geolocation tracking. You have sentiment analysis, so that's kind of cool. You have content moderation, compliance monitoring, incident response, automated alerts, customizable dashboards, reporting and analytics, API integration, user behavior analytics, customer engagement, dashboard, reports, campaign analytics, reputation management, configurable alerts. So that's kind of cool. And so that's really great from a scalability point of view. Really fantastic. So actually, Kanary versus Mozilla Monitor Plus versus ZeroFox, which one should you go for? Let me give you the approach here. I want to first talk to you about the best, how to choose a removal service, a data removal service. Okay, you want to pay attention to price. Price is really quite essential because price is going to direct you to the right service from a budget perspective. You want to think also about the removal. Okay, the removal in terms of the actual process of removing your data. Think about protection. Think about frequency. Think about the reports. And the reports here, I'm speaking about the analytics. Okay, how granular are the reports? And also, you wanna have a clear idea about how the service actually is deleting your data from internet search results. Like, do they use a search engine? Do they lock down or delete social media accounts? Do they delete old unused accounts? Do they clean up forum posts? Do they contact webmasters? Do they request that people find our website delete your information? Do they ask you to deactivate email accounts? This is an important element to think about, okay? Because at the end of the day, you can do those things yourself, but it's important also to actually, when you actually rely on a third-party platform such as Kanary, Mozilla, Monitor Plus, or ZeroFox, to have a clear idea of what you're looking to do. And when it comes to removal requests, remember that removal requests can also be made for exposed personal identifiable information (PII), explicit images including adult content, involuntary fake pornography, images of minors, and also information from websites with explosive removal, not explosive, exploitive removal practices such as those that actually demand payment. So something to really think about here. So here's the selection here. So Kanary versus Mozilla Monitor Plus versus ZeroFox. Which one should you go for? Well, our choice is pretty clear. You want to go for Kanary. Why? Because Kanary is pretty transparent in terms of the process. Kanary is not the cheapest, but Kanary is actually the most thorough. I mean, Mozilla Monitor Plus is kind of cool, and you have the backing of a pretty strong browser, but they do not actually go as thorough as Kanary. And ZeroFox is more for I mean, of course, they cover individuals, but it's more for businesses. So if you are interested in having a B2B process, then go for ZeroFox, okay? But if not, Kanary is actually the best when it comes to personal data removal. So here's the bottom line to this conversation. I spoke to you about Kanary versus Mozilla Monitor Plus versus ZeroFox. I give you the review, the approach, the selection, and the bottom line. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.